Hello everyone, it's time for another favorites episode, and I actually have a lot of product to show you guys today. So we're gonna jump right into it. My new favorite foundation to wear on the daily has been the Maestro foundation by Armani. If you haven't seen my Armani Fall 2012 tutorial and review, definitely check it out if you want to learn more about this particular foundation. I really love how natural it looks. The coverage is buildable from sheer to medium full. It's a really great foundation to use every day. And in my last video, in my last favorites video, I did say that the Le Tint Touche Éclat by YSL was not my favorite foundation. Recently, a lot of foundations have launched, but this one was my least favorite of the bunch just because it made me look really greasy at the end of the day. But turns out, the trick to this foundation, if you have normal skin and you don't like too much shine, then don't wear your moisturizer underneath your foundation like you normally would. So I just apply my SK2 toner and then apply this foundation with a little bit of powder, and it's great coverage all day. It's about sheer to medium, and I just powder on top for a little extra coverage, and I don't look greasy at the end of the day anymore. So I have been loving this as well on a lighter makeup day. Now for my last complexion product that I'm going to talk about today. This is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer with a broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen, and this is most similar to the YSL foundation. In fact, I think the NARS feels really heavy on the skin, whereas the YSL Tint Touche Éclat foundation feels really lightweight. That's what I really like about this foundation. It feels like you're wearing a tinted moisturizer with a bit more coverage. The NARS Tinted Moisturizer is probably the most coverage that I've tried with a tinted moisturizer in the last year, but it feels so heavy on my skin. It feels like I'm wearing a foundation, so that's why I don't really like this that much. If you're interested in purchasing something with less coverage, but still covers redness and lasts all day, then I highly recommend you purchase the YSL Le Tint Touche Éclat instead. Now for lipsticks, I've reviewed them on my blog already. I already broke down the colors, gave you guys swatches, but if you haven't seen it, check out thereviewer.com and you will see all the swatches on the back of my hand as well as product descriptions. So Rouge Allures are some of my favorite lipsticks. They're not too hydrating, but not too matte. I don't necessarily find them worth $34 a piece, but I did purchase 3. My favorite is actually number 102 Palpitant, and that is the Raspberry Red. I wore this in my last video, which was my nail polish collection. So if you haven't seen that and you want to see this on my lips, then definitely check out that video. And now for Pimpant, which is 90. This is the Soft Peach, and I have been wearing this a lot this month. I wore it in several of my videos recently, and I always top it with the Volupte Glossimer by Chanel as well. And together they give me a really hydrated, really plump looking lips. So I really love that, especially because I'm a sucker for peach lipsticks. I just love the way it looks. It warms up my complexion without being too pale. And last but not least is Gracile, and this is the one that I'm wearing today. I wanted to put one on that I hadn't worn before and show you guys, but I have topped it with a gloss, so I'll just swatch it alone right here. It is considered a pink beige, but honestly, I actually find it to be more pink than beige. It's a nude that doesn't wash me out. Currently, I'm still teeter-tottering between NC30 and NC25, a little closer to the NC30 side still though, but I think overall it's really difficult when you're around my color to find a nude lipstick that doesn't look too cool or doesn't look too beige, and Gracile is that perfect mix. So I've topped it with my Lorac Tantalizer gloss in Raoul, and I really love this lip gloss. Generally, I don't like to wear anything other than my Glossimers or certain other lip glosses. These are my go-to though. But this Lorac Tantalizer Raoul gloss is really moisturizing. I have it again on top of Gracile, and it's more of a sandy color. Even when I first got it, I was really scared because it has all these brown stripes going through it, which I think is also really cute, but it is hydrating, it's shimmery without feeling shimmer. I know a lot of my friends, namely Jessica, her channel is Jessica Lee 422 I believe, she doesn't like feeling the grittiness of glosses. So even Dior's micro shimmers are a little too much for her. But if you're like her, then you'll definitely like this because you can't even really see the micro shimmer in it, but it's a really multi-dimensional glitter on the lips and it just really bursts in the sunlight. So I highly recommend this if you have dry lips. I find it very moisturizing. And it's still available at Sephora. It comes with a bronzer and an eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to show you the eyeshadow palette now. I really like this one because it has one of my favorite eyeshadows at the moment called Fierce, and sometimes I like to wear this alone just on top of an eyeshadow primer because it brightens up the lid. It's almost like a highlighter, and you can actually use it as a highlighter on your face, not just in the corner of your eyes or on your brow bone. So if you want that sun-kissed kind of summer glow and you miss summer and you want a product that reminds you of summer, then definitely check out these products. Lorac makes some really great stuff at a very minimal price for the quality that you're getting. So I highly recommend them. Now for lashes. I wanted to film my favorite false lashes video this month, but I didn't actually get around to it just because I wanted to film other videos. But velour lashes are my new favorite false lashes. Honestly, I've been trying so hard not to love them, but I'm telling you, on my best makeup days, these lashes are what completes my looks. So today I'm wearing the T.O. My favorites are the T.O, the You Complete Me's, which are less dramatic versions of these. And my favorite ones of late are Lash in the City, and these are a more full version. They sort of remind me of Wispies from Ardell, but they're just more full and luscious and a little bit longer, I would say. But even though these are expensive, I've been wearing these T.O's for this entire month, and I can't even look at my other lashes anymore. I still really like my Ardell accent lashes, the one that you just put on the ends, and those are great for every day. But if you're interested in seeing my favorite false lashes video edition, then go ahead and like this video so that I can gauge the amount of feedback for how helpful it would be. But even though these lashes are really expensive, I highly recommend them because you can wear them a lot longer than you would regular false lashes from the drugstore by Ardell and Andrea. Not to say those aren't bad, but these are just so comfortable because they have a really lightweight band and they just feel so natural. When I went to get my hair done recently, I visited a new stylist because I moved and I didn't want to keep jumping around. I wanted someone that was convenient to go see, and she's really awesome. Her name is Vanessa. I want to see how long my hair color stays in before I really recommend her. But when I went to go see her, I was wearing these false lashes and she could not stop raving about them. She really loved them. So next time I go in, I'm actually going to buy her a pair and take some for her to try. So actually, speaking of that hair appointment, I really love my new hair. I have slight brown highlights in it, if you guys haven't noticed. We wanted to break up the jet black a little bit. Naturally, I have very dark hair, but it's not jet black. So I really like the way it looks. All my friends are a fan of me with dark hair. I tried light hair before and I didn't really like it. So I stay with black, and I don't do black at home because black is such a mess to do in your bathroom. It's just crazy how messy it is. But I personally really like the way my hair came out, so I hope you guys like it too. It's a little harder to style now the way I asked for my layers. I put some layers inside my hair, so it's kind of making my hair a little difficult to style. But I'm still playing with it, and I'm hoping I'll figure out something soon. But on that same day when I went to go get my hair done, I was wearing this skirt from DailyLook. It's by Mustard Seed, and it is the most adorable skirt ever. I wore this in front of my best friend just to try it on and see how it looked, and she fell in love with it. So I'm actually going to buy her one too so we can match. We're sort of lame like that. But anyway, this skirt is a full skirt. As you can see, there's a lot of fabric, and it's slightly longer in the back, just like an inch or so, and it's good because with full circle skirts like this, you need a little extra coverage in the back. But my favorite part of the skirt is not just the way it fits, it's actually the detail that went into it, because this belt really makes the skirt. And it's this cute little gold bow, and I love the blue. I don't think this is real leather, unfortunately, but it's still really nice, and I love the way this skirt fits me. If you have larger thighs proportionately to your body. I'm petite, I'm only 5'1". I'm very petite, I'm only 5 feet, but I have small shoulders, small rib cage, and small hips. So I try to make my body look a little bit more curvy and, give myself some more figure, especially because, I don't have the biggest bust in the world. I definitely wish I had more in this area. But this A-line skirt really makes my thighs look a lot smaller, and it makes my legs look longer because it sits right under your belly button. So I really love that, and I put and I paired it with an orange tank top just to make it pop against the navy blue. And you can see a picture on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, my name there is Raeview, just like this channel. And I post a lot of outfit of the days and accessories that I wear, makeup that I'm trying. So definitely follow me on that if you guys are interested in seeing updates other than just the cosmetic ones that I do here. But anyway, I highly recommend this skirt, and it is, you know, I only own 3 skirts, so that says a lot. But, you know, definitely check out DailyLook if you're interested in this skirt. Now let's do some skincare. I get requests for a lot of skincare reviews, but to be honest guys, I'm very lax with my skincare these days. Now that my skin's normalized, sometimes I feel like just using toner, other times I'll go the whole 9 yards. But a lot of times, I just use what I feel like my skin really needs that day. So I figure I'll talk to you about this first. I really love the new Rosa Arctica Lightweight Cream by Kiehl's, and this is a new anti-aging night cream. And I tried the original Rosa Arctica before, but it was a little too heavy for my normal, and even back then my skin was actually a combination. So I had a really oily T-zone and dry cheeks, so at the time it was just still too hydrating for me. But when I tried this new lightweight version, I really fell in love because it hydrates my skin, it doesn't feel super goopy or thick, and I don't have to wait an hour for it to set before I sleep. It actually really sinks into my skin, and I feel like my skin looks so much better when I wake up in the morning. I still love my Genifique Night Repair Cream, but I wanted to switch things up and try something a little different, so I really do like this as well. And I do believe this is a lot more affordable, so definitely check this. Now my first miss for the month is the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer SPF 50. My 2 go-to moisturizers in the morning are my Bobbi Brown Face Base, which has a built-in foundation primer. So that's why I don't use a separate primer too often, just because I don't really feel the need to add more to my skin. But I also use the Kagendo Massage Milk as a moisturizer when my skin's feeling pretty good and I don't need so much. But I wanted to try this in order to find a drugstore moisturizer to recommend to you guys. I'm a big fan of SPF. My favorite sunscreen is the Dior Snow with SPF 50, and this has SPF 50, so I thought, oh my gosh, maybe I can find a moisturizer with SPF that isn't going to make people greasy. I know a lot of my subscribers have oily skin, so I'm always, you know, thinking about that. But unfortunately, even though this is non-comedogenic, non-greasy, and fragrance-free, it makes me look like a grease ball at the end of the day, and I have normal skin. So if you have oily skin, I don't know how much luck you will have with this. And I do apologize, the gardeners are outside. I didn't expect them to come at this time. Usually they're not here on Fridays. But, sorry. Anyway, going back to this moisturizer, it is non-greasy. It doesn't feel greasy when it's going on, but at the end of the day, or even by midday, I'm pretty shiny. But the one plus to this product is that it has a pump. This is so hygienic. Now for some more drugstore products, I have for you the new Maybelline Color Tattoo Jewel eyeshadows, and these were sent to me by my friend Vicky of LM Makeup on Twitter, and she is so awesome. Thank you so much, Vicky. All of these were sold out. I couldn't even find the stands, much less purchase these in my neighborhood, so she sent them to me from Northern California, so I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So I really wanted to try the green one, and that's the one I was after most. And the green one doesn't disappoint. These are a gel formula. They're not like the original Color Tattoos, which are more like paint pots. These have a really, really soft, slippery texture, and to be honest, I'm not a huge fan. I think the original formula is a little better, but the green is very easy to apply and it builds up in 1 to 2 layers. I really love how shimmery it is. It's a really beautiful product, and I can't wait to use this. I'm actually going to try this underneath Urban Decay's Loaded, which isn't as green as I would have hoped. Now, the best applying of the bunch is actually the teal, and oh, the green is called Ready Set Green, so that's my favorite. But the one that wears the best is the Test My Teal, and I really like this one. I wasn't expecting to like it so much, and I don't wear this kind of color on my eyes too often, but I think it will go really well with a cut crease look, or just if I'm, you know, craving a blue eye. So I really do like this, and it's more of a smoky teal. It's not as green as I would like. Usually I associate teal with a slightly greener color. To me, this is more of a blue, but it is really pretty, and this one layers in 1 or maybe a little bit more layers. Now for the 2 that aren't so good. I had high expectations for Blue On By, but these blues tend not to do so well. I had a Stila smudge pot in this color before, and that one was equally as difficult to work in. So this one requires 4 or more layers. It's such a vibrant color in the pot, but on the eyes it just doesn't translate that well. But in order to get this color to work, you would probably have to layer it 3 or 4 times and then top with a color that's similar, like from Urban Decay's new Vice palette. The Chaos color would probably work really well with this. And I don't have that palette yet, by the way. I don't know if I'll get it just because I already have so many Urban Decay palettes. But I really wish this color had worked out because it's so vibrant, so beautiful. Maybe it'll work better as a liner. Now, this one is not quite as bad as the Ready Set Blue, or excuse me, Blue on By, but Fuchsia Fever is not my favorite color. On my eyes, it just pulls a little bit too pink and makes my eyes look swollen. It's just a kind of funky color that I generally wouldn't wear. But I think it would layer really well under MAC eyeshadow. Cranberry is pretty similar, I think, except this one has a more metallic color and it runs a little bit more pink on my eyes than I would like. And last but not least, I have a box to review for you guys. Now, I'm not a huge fan of beauty subscription sites just because, especially the ones that send you samples, at least you should be able to choose what you get. But Glossybox, which is a company based out of the UK, they have the best beauty boxes imaginable. I have never received a box from them in the past 4 months or so that I've been receiving their boxes where I have not received a full-size product. So I definitely recommend them, and for the price that you're paying, any of these full-size products that you get you're paying for the shipping basically. So I highly recommend this company because I have been so impressed by them. But my August box, which I just received, I had mail forwarding done, so it's been really difficult to get my packages from USPS. But forgive my tangent. Going back to the August box, I know it's September and this box is from August, but I loved it so much I had to talk about it. And I actually got 2 full-size products in this box, plus a deluxe sample, which I absolutely adore. First things first, I got an Illamasqua nail polish in Taint. I adore Illamasqua nail polish. If you have seen my nail polish collection, you would have heard me say that already. I really think that their nail polishes, for the price, wear the best. I mean, they wear like iron, and Temptalia.com agrees. So their colors are pretty interesting. They come out with, you know, these rubber finishes. I have this on my toes right now, and I really like that it's a true brown. Now for the other full-size product, this is the Ellis Foss, I believe that's how you pronounce it, Milky Lips Lip Gloss. And this is actually more of a liquid lipstick, and I have the color L204. It's a little orange. It runs burnt orange on. As you can see, it looks really orangey brown against my skin. And that's the good thing about Glossybox. It actually introduces you to worthy products that are worth going after and looking for and trying out different colors in. So I really do like this. I think it's just really bulky packaging, which I don't think is necessary because I'm sure there's not this much product in it. But now at least I'm really interested in the formula. It's nice and smooth. It doesn't make my lips peel, which is obviously, as you guys know, a huge plus for me. I have the Ulla Henriksen Truth Serum Collagen Booster, and I really love this serum. I used to use Ulla Henriksen a 1.5 or 2 years ago, and I really love their products. It just, there's only so much skincare I can use, but at least I can say this Truth Serum Collagen Booster with vitamin C is awesome. It makes my skin feel really hydrated and fresh. And that's it, everyone. I am finally done with this favorites edition, and that was a lot of talking and filming just now, but I hope you guys enjoyed the reviews. I highly recommend all the favorites that I showed in this video. I feel like I'm constantly testing product, but this particular favorites edition is probably my best to review just because I really love the products that I showed. So I highly recommend everything. Definitely check out the videos and the posts that I mentioned because they'll probably help you in terms of more in-depth reviews. If you have any further questions, leave them down below and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, thanks so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great weekend and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.